Okay, so good to have you guys. In this lesson, we're going to talk about taking user input. So why would we need user input? Let's say I'm building a game and I want the user to enter their name. So there must be some kind of functionality within my game that allows users to input something. So the input function allows interaction between the user and my game. Okay, so let's get into the details. So what function would we use to get input from the user in Python? Okay, so we have seen that if we want to print out something, we use the print function. So I can go to, let's get to this text editor. If I want to print something, let's say my name is blah blah blah, right? If I run this, you see down here it says my name is blah blah. I'm printing something, I'm outputting something to the screen. Okay, however, if I want to get something from the user, it's a different function altogether, but it's called the input function, so it's kind of descriptive. So how do I use this input function? So just like the print function, we have to write input and then parentheses like this. This is the input function. So how does it work? So if I get the user input, where do I put it? Okay, so that's a good question. So you actually have to create a variable. So let's say I'm getting a name from the user. So I have to specify this is a name. And then you guys know how you create variables. We spoke about in our previous lesson, like this is the name of the variable, and then you assign it the input function like this. Okay, so how is the user going to know that they're supposed to write their name here? Because this is on the back end, okay? The user is not going to see my code. So I have to prompt the user. So that's when I need the print function to say to the user, enter your name, like this. Right, so once I prompt the user, then obviously they would know that they have to enter their name. So I could run this. Let me save this. I'm not going to be running this in Sublime Text because it doesn't work well with the input function. So I'm going to resort to what we learned in our previous lesson using the git bash terminal, or you can use the command line or the terminal in, when you're using the Mac or Linux. Okay, so now I have to navigate to this file and then try and run it from this command line. So I have to change directory to the desktop, and then now I'm on my desktop. Change directory to Space Invader. This is the name of the name of the directory where this file is. So press enter. Now I'm in that directory. Now I can run the Python command, Python, and then the name of the file, experiment.py, and then run this. As you guys would see here, it prompts me enter your name. So this is what the user will see. Okay, the user won't see my code like this. They will see enter your name, and then I have to enter my name, Satson. And then once I enter it, it terminates, because that's all I've instructed the user to do. However, if I want to do something with the name, I have to come down on line 3 and say, let's say print, let's say I want to concatenate two strings. My name is, then obviously plus, I'm going to concatenate with the name. Okay, so save this and then want to run it one more time in this terminal. Okay, run it, enter your name, Sadson, and then press enter. It says my name is Sadson, as you guys would see from this line. This is what I did here. I collected what the user entered and then used it, for something else or for some purpose in my program. So this is how you use it. Okay, this is how you use it. Okay, so we can get back, or we can go back to our lesson. we continue here. It says fill in the blank to take user input, assign it to a variable, and output it. So already we have a variable called text. So here we have to put in the input function like this, and then we want to print this name, this text. So print text over here, and then check it out. Boom, that's the correct answer. Let's continue. Right, about the input function. To make the input statement work, it needs to be followed by parentheses. So we have already looked at this. Like each time, so I'm going to do away with line 3. So to make, and I'm also going to do away with line 1. So to make this input function work, you have to put parentheses like we do with the print function. Okay, so I guess that's clear. And you should recognize this principle from the print statement we covered in module 1. Okay, so they are just comparing with the print statement. You can then provide a string to input between the parentheses, producing a prompt message. So I want to talk about the prompt message. That's important. Right, as you guys would recall just now, I used a prompt message using the print function. But I can also do the same thing using the input function. I could pass in that message in the input function. So the way I do it here, I could just say enter your name. So the difference is that the cursor is going to appear in the same line with the input function. Right, so and then eventually let us print the name. Or my name is space, and then concatenate with the name like this. So you see the difference. Save this. I'll run it again let me clear this and then run it one more time. Enter this, and now you see the cursor is appearing in front of this prompt. Okay, because this is what is here. It's because I'm using the input function to create this prompt which says enter your name. But if I had used a print statement, obviously the prompt will appear on top, and then this cursor would appear below that prompt statement. But it's appearing in the same line because I've used the input function as also the prompt statement. So now I can write Sadson and then press enter. As you can see, it says my name is Sadson. So that's the difference. So either way is it's okay to use, you can use the print statement to ask the user to enter the correct information, because if you don't prompt the user, then they're going to enter the wrong information. So here they did it, and then they say hello, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we can continue. Fill in the blanks to prompt the user with a message and assign the input to the variable name. So we have a variable that we're supposed to call name, and then obviously after name we have the input function, and then here we want to say what is your name, just like that. Right, check it out, it's correct. Okay, so that's what you can do with the input function. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment in the comment section. I hope to see you in our next video. For now, I'm out. Bye bye.